It's the Jobbers Tears podcast.
I am the revolutionary Darius Lockhart, and this is the Jobber Tears podcast. Remember to keep listening and be a revolutionary.
Greetings, fellow jobbers, and welcome to another amazing episode of the Jobber Tears podcast. I, as always, Janelle from HR, here with Sir Wilkins and Mrblacc. We want to give a special birthday shout out to our cameraman, our fourth member of our wolf pack, Leo.
When I use the condom, I use a Magnum.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I just popped in my head, I'm sorry.
happy birthday, Leo. As you know, he
used the condom.
He wrapped it up. He wrapped it up. You know, birthday, wrapped it up.
He's trying to say you have a big dick.
Trying to.
Okay, thank you, Leo.
All right.
Oh, so you're not going to do it? Want me to do it? Episode 29! Episode 29! Leo Dixon episode! Oh yeah, his name is Leo Dixon, not Leo. His name is Janelle, because he's a liar. What's going on? It's Janelle's birthday. Happy birthday. Isn't it your 29th birthday? 27th birthday. Episode 29. Happy birthday, Dirty Dick Leo, because you're a dirty dick nigga. Episode 29.
It's definitely kids don't try this at home kind of thing with Leo, so just know that.
He has kids.
Cause he had two of them. He shot at the club and got Russian roulette and got two for the price of one. It's crazy out
Is
here.
one of your family? Like, I don't know, like a while ago, like they died.
My nigga, then yes, it runs in your family.
They died? Alright, so I had
No,
Forget
we
it.
ain't got time for it.
They live in Canada.
Thank you. Okay, great.
Okay.
Thank you everyone that's watching on live feed, as always,
Twins
joining
running your
us.
family? No, they died.
No, they died. Like, that doesn't negate them ever.
He said
No, like they're
died.
imaginary. Like,
Nigga,
what?
Nah, two sets. One died and one lives in Canada.
Okay.
Okay, great. So once again, thank you everyone that's watching on the live feed. And as always, make sure to like, subscribe our YouTube page, the Jobber Tears podcast, as always. We're almost at 30, guys. Like, this shit is wild. How do you feel about almost being at 30? Episode 30 weeks.
Growth.
So we do appreciate over the 200 subscribers that have subscribed on the YouTube page. We thank you guys so much for all your love and support. We're gonna open up, as always, behind Gorilla's position with our OMG moment of this week, and it goes to no other than All In, being the most anticipated summer event. So at Busted Open Radio, hosted by Bully Ray and Mark Henry and another guy, Bully Ray proposed a poll on his Twitter, on their Twitter page this past Monday, and he asked, which summer show are you most looking forward to? And with 76% of the votes, All In was the top and most anticipated event of the summer. So we have, it's shaping up on September the 1st. It's gonna be actually on Honor Club at a discounted rate. So those that have the Honor Club membership, it's gonna be a pay-per-view, Fight TV, and there's gonna be a special pre-show on WGN Network live the first hour for free. So they have some blockbuster matches coming up. Just recently announced Jay Lethal will defend his title ROH championship at All In against a mystery person, whoever wins a battle royal. That's gonna include, I think Moose is in it. Battle Club owns First Icons Women's Champion Jordan Grace. Also Madison Rain versus Chelsea Green versus Britt Baker versus Tessa Blanchard is also, and even rumored Kenny Omega versus Pentagon Jr. So guys, what are you most excited about? Are you excited about All In or SummerSlam? And what are your thoughts about All In actually happening, and where do you guys see All In next year if they do it again?
I'll take this first. So Sir Wilkins is going to talk for a second. I'm excited for both, 50-50 for both of them. But let's think about who voted here on this poll. It was a very harsh poll, 76% to 24%. Very significant numbers. 2,000
votes.
Very significant numbers. But who do you think follows these guys? Hardcore fans, aren't they? For the most part?
Probably.
No. We know.
You want to give the benefit of the doubt.
It's mostly hardcore fans that are going to be following Bully Ray. Which is no issues, because I follow him too. Now, of course they're going to say All In. It's hardcore fans. Hardcore fans are going to like All In. And of course they're gonna be more excited about that. Because most hardcore fans aren't really watching WWE like that, because they're online talking shit and saying this is a shitty show. Majority of them.
Okay.
So, of course this is gonna be the numbers. Now, if you did like a more of a broad spectrum of wrestling fans, I think there'll be a difference in numbers. I can almost guarantee that. But I'm very proud of All In. I'm very proud of Cody and what the Young Bucks are doing. This is a very great thing for wrestling. I've said it before, if All In does well, this elevates wrestling in general. This brings more eyes to wrestling and it gives people more options. The best time in our lives was when WCW and WWE were both popping. And you had a sprinkle of ECW in there. That was the best time in wrestling. We always talk about it. We keep talking about it. So this is exciting. But this poll, I ain't taking it serious. Why would I take this poll serious? This poll seems like a little dirty.
Okay.
This doesn't seem like a fair poll.
All right.
I'm just saying.
All right.
But at the end of the day, this is great for wrestling. Phenomenal. You gotta love what Cody's doing with the Young Bucks. They're not even making money. They said that they're probably gonna break even. That's it. The most. But I'm excited about this. Because I'm gonna watch it.
Me too.
I'm very excited.
I'm trying to go still.
Well, you can go. I'm gonna be watching it somewhere.
I need this flight to go down before I make a decision.
A viewing party at Janelle's crib. But
yo, but you know what's so funny? Everyone always throws my house. Like, so like the pre-show for SummerSlam, Romeo was like, yeah, Janelle's house. Like, what? Like, can I live there? Yeah, no?
I'm just saying. But that's my idea on this.
Mm-hmm. But all right, Mr. what is your thoughts on All In?
I'm proud of All In. You know, it's good for hardcore wrestling fans in general, have an alternative besides watching WWE product. And like you said, I'm not surprised about this poll. I remember a couple of years ago, Christian said that, oh, Christian, somebody saw him in the airport, right? And this time he's working for TNA. He said, yo, Christian, man, like, where you work? I mean, are you still wrestling? He looked at him and was like, dang, TNA wasn't known to the general audience, only to the hardcore fans. Now, if someone see Rey Mysterio, they want to say, oh, when you coming back? Da-da-da. Do you still wrestle? So this whole poll, this whole poll is not geared to the general wrestling fans from every different walks and different level of viewership. It's
and you motherfuckers can't talk.
Yeah.
Nobody here can talk because everybody here's hardcore wrestling fans.
Exactly, so it only makes sense. So this is why the poll is lopsided. Now, let's say how that somebody on a larger scale, such as The Rock, All In or SummerSlam, niggas' ego will get hurt after that. They say, dang, everybody picked WWE because it's more of a bigger name. Obviously, you're gonna pick WWE. It's just like, are you gonna pick the G League or the NBA? Of course, G League hardcore be like, yo, I'm more excited for the G League, da-da-da-da.
You want to my Big 3 game.
Yeah, facts. Yo, I'm going to be to the side third. This is a very niche poll for a niche viewership.
Exactly. But you know what? Homeboy in the corner is making a face. You want to come on camera and talk?
Why you want dog Big 3 like that, man? Big 3 is popping.
Big 3 is great. So is All In.
Yeah.
And so is All In. That's what we're saying.
But All In's not black owned though.
Yeah,
but we knew what he meant.
We know what he meant. Yeah. But like I said before, like we're all both of agreeing on the same thing. This is great for wrestling
in general.
But I'm not going with this poll.
I'm not.
This seems very shady.
I don't think it's shady. I think I do.
It is shady because, again, if you ask somebody who's in WWE to say that, or someone who was in WWE like The Rock or Batista put that, obviously
you can't use that. You can't use that.
Okay, fine.
A casual wrestling fan you would have to use for that.
Fine, cool. But let's say how that somebody that, let's say someone WWE said that, which one are you more excited?
So let's say Kevin Owens on his Twitter was like, hashtag All In. How would you feel?
You can't even say about Kevin because Kevin Owens is from that farm system.
Exactly.
But he just signed a huge 5-year deal.
You know how loyal wrestlers are for the most part.
Exactly.
And he's gonna be like, yo, All In because he's gonna support that. Kevin Owens is the one who gave Cody like how showed him the ropes. Like, yo, who to talk to, who to connect with. So he's not gonna shit on his boys.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't use that, and I'm telling you, you can't even use wrestlers in general.
Ooh, what if R-Truth said hashtag all in?
But he's from the Indies.
No, but like
He was in TNA, bro.
Yeah, he was in TNA.
I
He
mean,
got mad popping
exactly.
in that
And
shit.
he was a wrestler too.
That was his best time in his
Exactly.
career.
I mean, but when you think about it, aren't most, if not all WWE people who have gone through indies, even if it's been for a hot skip jump?
But some dudes are bigger in indies than they were in WWE.
Like Kirk Hawkins.
Yeah, sadly.
Exactly.
And the only thing, few people have that balance, which is KO.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
Like,
I just don't think I think it's a very generic thing. I think, as you know, we always categorize hardcore fans, casual fans. Of course, the casual fan is gonna go more with SummerSlam because it's more mainstream.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, they got Ronda and all this other shit. So yeah, they're gonna go with that. But I mean, if we put card against card, like if we're gonna say the fact that Omega and Pentagon Jr. might happen going against, again, Brock and Roman, like the card for itself is a little bit.
But that's like a
different.
casual wrestling fan.
who
Exactly.
do they know who
They might know.
They might.
Like a
They might.
casual fan
They
may
might.
know Pentagon Jr. from Lucha Underground.
That's what I'm saying.
But
They
not.
might.
But then again, he might know because he might see passing by. But not everybody knows who Kenny Omega is because he's not on the same television.
Everyone knows who
No, they do not.
Kenny
A lot of people know who
is.
Kenny Omega is.
It's, you can't
To
say
us, we think that everybody knows.
Like, and that's what I said, we're stuck in this bubble of we think that everybody knows as much as we. And when it's always funny when Josh comes at me if I don't know who an indie person is. I'm like, my nigga, do I live in indies? Do I draw pictures for these indie niggas like you do? My nigga, I don't draw pictures for these niggas every fucking weekend I'm at an event. But he comes at me because he's in that bubble of the indies.
Exactly.
And the thing is, you're stuck in that world. It's like you known something your whole life. You expect other people to know about it too.
Exactly.
And it doesn't work like that. And I really don't feel like this poll is
fair.
It's fair.
So if it was someone like, I'm trying to think, like if it wasn't Bully Ray and their podcast doing it, because you got to think about it, their podcast has a guy who's now like in Ring of Honor, WWE Hall of Famer now, and then you have Mark Henry, who is forever gonna be a WWE guy.
Yeah.
On the same podcast. That's what I'm saying. Like how biased is it really if you have two guys
but I think,
from both worlds coming
together?
together?
Podcast?
Exactly. That's not an interesting.
Great.
And not
Make sure you listen to
everybody.
this one.
And again, and not everybody has Twitter.
Yeah, I don't. I stopped using Twitter after college.
You know what I mean?
That
Like,
shit became
hard.
a
I'm telling you, like, this poll is for the hardcore people gonna do it. And like, and I'm not saying that All In card is not better than SummerSlam, because it is. But the reason why I know that because I know what the card looks like. And I'm more of a casual indie dude.
Exactly.
But I know this card is fucking fire.
Exactly.
And I've seen some of these people wrestle. If you're not in that culture, you're not gonna know.
Exactly.
And majority of people it's come to a point that a lot of us, we grew up on WWE, then we started like, you know what else is out there? Let's dabble a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we have friends who like, yo, fuck the E, I'm doing other shit.
See, so I feel like, and we're gonna move on, I feel like as wrestling fans, it's all about taking the risk. It's always about, like, even when I go to indie shows and support, you know, my guys that are in the indie scenes.
Battle Club Pro, what up, baby?
that are in New York area, like, stuff like that, when they get certain wrestlers or certain people, I don't know who they are.
I'm gonna say this, right, but I'm gonna say this.
But as a fan, hold on, as a fan, it's like, all right, I'm gonna step out of my comfort zone and I'm going to sit for 2-3 hours and watch a card that I may not know anyone on, and then be like, oh, okay, now I know them and now I wanna follow them and now I wanna see where they go. So
I'm gonna say this. It's kind of like, I bet you if you ask all those people who voted, if you ask, let's say they did a fair poll, right? In general poll, not every wrestling fan would know how deep these indie stars go. Like if you ask hardcores, we all know what's Wrestling Society X on MTV, right? Because we're the hardcore fans. Now ask a casual fan, what is that? They don't go, I don't know what that is.
Wait, what?
It's similar, Wrestling Society X on MTV. That's where like Seth Rollins started, Evan Bourne was there, they started throwing on MTV.
Never watched that.
But you heard about it, right? You familiar with that, right?
I never heard of that.
Y'all never heard of that?
Never
Y'all
heard of
never?
that.
Yeah, it's on MTV,
I've never heard of
So
that.
now, but once again,
Another niche thing.
and it's so niche.
Exactly.
It's
Not
so,
everyone.
But so we have to move on. But before it's going, what you're saying, this is a niche market.
That's it.
Wrestling's a niche market. It's
Exactly.
a corner of entertainment that's really niche.
Exactly.
And then we go into indies, even more
And
niche.
more niche.
And then we go to local indies, even more niche.
Yeah.
But we've been blessed because we live in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So a lot of people want to perform here, and they come out like Jordan Grace was on WWE backstage, and we all knew she was. I was like, who this?
Yeah, like
Big Papa. What's her nickname? Big Mama Puff or something,
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like that.
no, but my favorite thing is like whenever they're in certain cities and they get like, let's say like No Way Jose when he or like Adam Rose used to do like the Congo line stuff, and they would get all the indie people that are in that area to do it. So stuff like that, I think, is kind of cool.
Just like we saw Savannah Evans with the with No Way Jose. We knew who she was, but the casual fans will look like. But then again, there's the hardcore wrestling may not know who she is. But since she's in the niche market, we know about her. That's even more niche. I'll go back to what you were saying.
And the thing is, just to end it right now, at the end of the day, 80% of indie guys would come, and indie women will come to WWE because you know what? They get global exposure.
And it's more steadier paycheck.
I wouldn't go on that far.
Let's not talk about that.
So WWE
I don't
don't
know
get steady
money.
paycheck, the women?
She's making like bull ass money.
No, I'm talking about they still get a steady paycheck every week from WWE.
I don't know if it's every week.
Well,
I don't know their accountants. I don't know.
It depends. That's a whole different. That's economics right now.
Jono say. All right, so we're gonna move on to our tweet of the week. It is from @ProjectChampa. Tomas Ciampa, who is now your new reigning and defending NXT champion, said, "I have been the NXT World Champion for 13 days. During that time, I've successfully defended my title against Aleister Black, Velveteen Dream, and EC3. You are witnessing the greatest NXT title reign in history. Don't take my gift for granted. Enjoy every second of it." Who doesn't like Ciampa at this table? Like,
you don't like Ciampa.
Everyone likes a good heel.
Facts.
Translate.
That means go get on your knee and go in the corner. It's like a Haitian
Like this. You gotta go like this.
How you do it?
You get on your knees and go in the corner.
Yeah,
in the
like
corner.
this.
On your knees.
So that makes you be a genie?
A genie is on his.
Isn't a genie on a rug but in the air?
It's like a genie, like...
You know what? Next, let's continue.
All right, guys. What are your thoughts on Ciampa being NXT champion, and how long do you think his reign will be?
I mean, I thought he'd be NXT champion. He does what a modern day, if you want to be a popping mega star in the wrestling industry, do. You cover and kill kayfabe everywhere. From when you're in the streets, when you're in the ring, you probably kill kayfabe when you are at your house. You serious about your character. You make sure that when you're in the bedroom, you stay in the character. You feel me? When you're feeding your baby, you stay in that character. And on Twitter, I'm not posting a picture of me chilling with posting a picture of me beating him up. All right? Because I don't want no fans to know that I'm a kind-hearted guy. And this is what you do. You talk trash on social media because you know all these hardcore wrestling fans gonna drew over this tweet to show that, nigga, I'm the man. And what did they do? Like, what they like about what NXT management did, they planted a grandma to yell at him each and every time. You see, adding another layer to his character, like you said last week, added a backstage element to this.
They've been doing a lot of that. Like
Now,
on all three products.
Exactly.
So listen to this podcast.
Exactly. I know the New Day be
Give us
like,
a
ooh, they be
chance.
laughing, they be laughing. I know New Day, shout out to New Day.
I know y'all listening, B.
Yeah, facts. Probably R-Truth more,
You know my truth, you've been in the back eating catering.
Sorry, R-Truth. We love you.
Could you
though,
imagine though? Him eating it, that'd be funny. All right, Sir Wilkins, you were the one that really highlighted this tweet. What are your thoughts on Ciampa's title reign?
All right. So far, it's been great. I did tweet it earlier about could he go down as one of the greatest NXT champions? Everybody was like, yeah, maybe, but the greatest ones. They mentioned great names. KO.
Yes.
I think KO's the greatest one, and the reason why is because he went on WWE main stage with the fucking title on his shoulder. That was some boss shit. Other ones are Rollins, had a phenomenal run as champion. Finn, another guy, phenomenal run. Phenomenal run. Neville, amazing. But my personal top 3 is those. And I like throwing Big E in there.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, we can't be black excellence and not talk about Big E being NXT champion.
But Ciampa's the man, B. Yep. I said this numerous times. No, like him and Johnny Wrestling have put on some.
Did I say kill fake kayfabe? I meant to keep kayfabe alive. I'm sorry, guys.
We knew what you meant. That's why we didn't stop you.
So, anyways, like what he's done and what he's shown himself as a heel is phenomenal.
He's elevated to the next level, though.
But I want him to hold on to the title and continue running that shit. What WWE is now understanding to do now is work social media.
Yeah.
A
lot. Cause when I tell you their social media team is like phenomenal. It is like, so when I met New Day and they had the social media and they went live and they did all that stuff, like their team is not only humble, but they're respectful and they know the culture. They know when to go live. They know when to put up posts. They know when to do all these things.
And that's what it is. So, for instance, I was talking about Leo Rush.
Yeah.
Josh, fuck you, Josh. Because Josh was like, Leo Rush been doing this for so long. You know, he's been doing it for like, he's not doing it, he's doing it in WWE. Like, the motherfucker, this nigga, was eating breakfast, eating bacon, and just talking live.
I mean,
so, but what Ciampa is doing right now is doing heel shit.
Yeah.
It's telling you that I beat all your favorites. Who else is there? This is about to be the greatest reign ever, and I think he might go down as either the best NXT champion of what he's doing outside the ring.
Yep.
And it's another level, another layer of entertainment.
It is.
Because entertainment is about what's going outside the ring.
It is, definitely is. Definitely is.
And I'm loving what Ciampa's doing. I think and to be honest, I'm gonna say it right now, he's gonna go down as either the second greatest or the greatest NXT champion to ever hold a belt.
I mean, like, just to add on what you were saying though, it's just like, nobody will ever seem not to give him credit, but the father who gave birth to all of this crossed over to social media, have an online presence with Zack Ryder. And he was...
You and your love for Zack Ryder?
No, but it's true though, because like, I stumbled across his page again, and just to see all the little...
Looking for
No, yeah.
No, I wasn't.
That's your man.
It's your man's, B.
No, I wasn't looking for it.
You're subscribed.
No, I am.
But and you stumbled across his page.
No, I did because like I used to go through all my channels. I used to look at them like, oh shoot, I forgot I used to watch this. Then I went through all his videos. Like, he really got himself over, and he was really the pioneer of getting himself over on social media.
But Ciampa doesn't need to do that.
But he's not.
No, but I know that, and I know that. But I'm saying that he basically, paved the way to show guys like, guys, this is how you get yourself over social media.
But he's already, the thing is before social media, Ciampa was already over.
Yeah, Ciampa was already over.
Like, the fact that when we were in Chicago and they literally, like, first of all, the fact that he comes out with no music alone.
No, that part I get. All that part, I'm not taking that away from him. But you're not getting what I'm trying to say though. The guy who basically started all of this, but somebody don't seem to get the credit. No one talks about this. Is Zack Ryder.
No, we understand that.
We understand the concept of social media.
But what I'm saying is that.
But the way that you're saying,
Ciampa's been doing this in the ring, like. He used to come out, not say a word,
I know,
and then be over as a fucking heel and walk the fuck back out. So that's what I'm saying. And I'm saying the social media now is as another layer that he's talking more on social media, and I'm talking about how WWE as a company, because now they caught up fast,
quickly.
Like most big,
like somebody must have been at the board meeting and was like, "Yo, this is what we need."
Because
to do
they're at 15. Because Coach. No, it wasn't Coach.
15. No, it was on Raw. It was like
who mentioned it? It wasn't Coach. Was
it was though.
It was Coach.
When they were like they had 15 million followers.
15 million followers. And what I'm saying is that I'm friends with people who work for big companies, and they're still behind when it comes to social media. And they're like, we still haven't caught up with social media but that team has really, Zack Ryder did his thing. What I'm trying to say is that other wrestlers are doing their own thing in a different way. Zack Ryder was mostly YouTube.
Like, I feel like
social media
I feel like what Zack Ryder was doing had really nothing necessarily to do with WWE. Like his career in WWE.
It was
more like him just connecting to the fans, like how Xavier Woods does with Up, Up, Down, Down. It's in that same concept. So I feel like the way that they're going with social media now is like they're using it to elevate the storyline or elevate what they're doing
what you're
in the
supposed,
ring.
like Miz talking shit on Twitter, or like I'm telling you about like Leo Rush
right now
is sitting eating pancakes in gold chains.
Like walking like with fountains.
Am I the only one
shit.
that's not impressed by that?
No, but you have. So I don't know. Maybe it's because we saw him before he got signed to WWE. So like seeing how he is and just like how soft spoken he is, like seeing like how laid back he is.
He was like the superest nice guy.
He was like, yeah, he was like the most humble little person.
We almost booked him for Yup.
Like legit, such a small person, but. He's like a small person now with such a big personality on TV right now. Like it's like it doesn't seem.
And that's what it. But it's just like that's not who.
That's the good part.
It's also not.
But
it's
not who he really is.
So that's probably his like somebody he always wanted to be.
So like think of it like Ric Flair. I mean, but Ric Flair just lived.
I mean, I kind of like no. I get what you guys saying. And like, of course, I'm not taking nothing away from the man though. It's just like I think I listen. I understand what he's doing. All y'all impressed by, but.
Just feel the rush, like
it's just like I'm not thrilled. I don't get thrilled when he talks. I don't get hyped when he talks.
But you're not, and I understand because he's not his voice not the greatest.
He's not he's legit the Steve Urkel of fucking 205 Live voice wise.
Yeah,
like you're
so
not.
That's what it is.
You're looking at him like I don't believe you. What the fuck do you mean?
It's not as convincing, but
then when he, right. But then when he gets in the ring,
come on, you had ending on the wall.
Right, but you see how you just mimic him, so he's doing the right thing.
So
again, now it's in your brain.
That even though I may not be impressed in his promo work, I've been on Leo Rush, Louis Rush for years.
Another thing, you're from New York. That fucks up your mentality.
Why? Let's hear this. That
fucks up your mentality.
How?
Because we just think on a different level. Like it's a different type of like I feel like definitely us as New York fans, we have a different mentality just on all of the above. I know. So we're gonna move on to our next topic, dating in WWE. So as everyone knows, there are some like really infamous couples in WWE, like
JoJo and my boy Wyatt.
And Bray Wyatt. You have Miz and Maurice. You have Daniel Bryan and the Bella. Why are you going crazy? And then you have, of course, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
And you forgot the Black Excellent, Naomi and one of the Usos.
Oh, my food's here.
Wait. Did you just get Uber Eats, bro?
Yeah, I ordered it.
So you didn't think
what are you?
Wow.
Why would you
mad that you got Uber
in the middle of the goddamn show?
This nigga really got Uber Eats right under the show.
I'm hungry.
Whatever.
Go get the food.
Whatever.
All right. So as Sir Wilkins go get his food since he's always eating.
I'm trying to fucking eat. Look at the show.
Anyway, excuse you. Thank you. What is that?
Nigga fell or something like that?
So the delivery man is doing something crazy?
He fell?
Go see what your brother's doing. We gotta, guys that are watching on the Instagram feed, I'm sorry. Clearly, Sir Wilkins is so hungry and has to have an interesting conversation with the delivery man. Now I guess I gotta talk to myself.
Welcome. True Hills, bitch. And for you. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? And for you, Young Bucks, not Gen Me. Young Bucks, not Generation Me. Hey. Woo. Hey, welcome.
Sid, what are you doing here?
I am here for the greatest episode, the greatest podcast, the greatest jobber tears of all time.
I mean, it is episode 29.
Yes,
so.
29. So I know you probably had a ridiculous introduction to start the show. So I'm going to give you guys a greater introduction.
All right, why don't you tell everyone on Instagram and on our YouTube page who you are?
Well, so you guys need a better introduction. I crush a lot, but I'm not a player. Some people know me.
Yes, you do.
Some people know me as a soul buddy slayer. I've been a shutdown king. I've been an epic one. Sorry guys, the Bosch brothers are done. You got the jobber queen, True Hill Nelly, Janelle.
But as everyone knows, I'm Switzerland. I'm neutral in their whole battle.
Yes.
So.
And you got SP3. So don't worry, fans of Wilkins and Mrblacc. There will be no shade because we're here to celebrate a happy Nelly and SP3 day.
It is anniversary, and crazy enough, Sid decided to hop on into the episode. But I don't mind it. It's okay. And actually, you're just in time for our rumor of this week. And I want your honest opinion about this guy. Somebody we talk about all the time in our group chat. So, as everyone knows, Brock Lesnar has been summoned on TV, and he was on Raw last week. And apparently this week, he had a conversation with Vince McMahon and said, Vince, I want to be in WWE, but I want to be in UFC too. So what are your thoughts on Brock Lesnar, his contract, and do you see him honestly walking out of SummerSlam as Universal Champion?
Well, my thoughts on Brock Lesnar. Well, as you see, I have this great t-shirt on, True Heels. True Heels. You can get that at www.prowrestlingtees.com/True Heels.
Same website you can get Jabba Tears shirt, by the way.
Absolutely. For her. So, I believe that Brock Lesnar is one of the best heels in the business right now because he doesn't do anything. And it generates a very visceral opinion from people online. But when he comes out, he gets one of the biggest reactions. It's all about reactions now. It's not about cheers or boos. That's how you determine who's over.
Okay.
It's the reaction. And Brock Lesnar gets one of the biggest reactions out there. So I am a fan of Brock Lesnar. And I'm a fan of his Universal title run because he's making it the most prestigious title in the WWE because it doesn't even need to be on the show and all you guys are talking about it.
Right. I mean, everyone knew when we came out of Mania that the reason why was he was on the road to beating CM Punk's title record, and now he surpassed that. And now he's going to be headlining SummerSlam again for, when you think about it, the 4th time against, of course, y'all know Roman Reigns, you know, the guy, you know, that likes the fucking Michael Cole every week. The big dog! Like annoying as fuck. But I find it interesting. I want to read something to you, that an article I found that Chris Jericho, which everyone says he's one of the GOATs, and if you don't believe that, then you can suck it. But Chris Jericho actually spoke on Brock Lesnar's deal, and he said this. He said, while many WWE superstars have gripped about the sweetheart of a deal Lesnar has with WWE, Jericho said he admires the Beast for his contract and stated that he hopes to pin a similar deal for himself. So in Jericho's learned opinion, he says pro wrestlers should be happy whenever one of their own earns a good living because it means others can get good deals. So when he said that, it reminded me like that time when Kevin Nash, which if you don't know about how Kevin got his monies, Kevin Nash got that kind of like whole real 365 deal, but flipped it and was making more money than anybody else on WCW roster. And because of that, other people were able to jump ship literally and make the same kind of money. So I think, and everyone always gets in a ripe about Brock being champion and him holding the title and him not defending it. But Brock doing this, I mean, once again, that UFC door is wide open at this point. You know, Ronda has come through, but I mean, people don't give credit to Ken Shamrock, who was the first one to do it, but neither here or there.
Sure, Dan Severn as well.
Dan Severn. So like the door and the bridge to UFC and WWE has strengthened, I would say, with over the last 10, 15 years. So ideally, Brock kind of being who he is, could open up doors for other wrestlers, for other people to come in the industry and be able to do the best of both worlds in a sense. So do you see Brock Lesnar going back to UFC in the next 6 months?
No, because it won't be really until January. I think that's 6 months, so technically you're right, but it won't be until January that he actually clears the drug testing for the USDA, because he just re-entered it when he pushed Daniel Cormier. That was
the greatest thing.
That was the time. Oh, and now this.
What are y'all doing?
Why do you have your shirt off again? I gave you a shirt.
I thought you went to go get food.
See, you hate Switzerland.
Can y'all both sit and can we have a regular show?
Hey, I just came to get a little bit of revenge and celebrate a happy Nelly and SP3 day, and to tell you folks that August 17th, Friday, August 17th, Jobber Slam. You can see Wilkins versus SP3. But I mean, come on. Do a dead knee move. Oh! That went wrong.
Cut the cameras!
Guys, we'll be right back. Guys.
It's the Jobbers Tears Podcast.